Y'all get on in here. See what y'all
Rather
talk
be
about.
stuck in a forest.
Hope everybody doing good on a Sunday. Mm, see what we talking about. Salute to everybody pulling in and checking in. See what's up with that. Everybody pulling in. There you go. Sounds pretty fucking good. Salute to everybody pulling in. Hope y'all doing well. Got a little bit of a conversation that I wanted to have. You see the title. Was the Joker right? I want to know. Let a few people get in and then we'll set the stage. Hope everybody is doing good with their Sunday. Hey, Almond Eyes. What up, sis? Hope you're doing well. Shout out to Take Heed to the Message. She sent out a blast to our community, said go on your phone, hit that live button, and get it out. See what happens. So that's what I'm going to do. I got a question as the title, and in the description gives a little bit. But the Joker was right. Question mark. I want to know if you guys seen Batman. You remember when he said some people just want to see the world burn? And it started me to thinking, in regards to the spears, the conversation that we have between men and women, the back and forth. Inside of that conversation, a lot of us just want men and women to be together. They want us to have families. But there are some people, in my opinion, that just want to see the world burn. They don't want men to be together. They don't want women to be together with each other, of course. And it sparks a question in my brain. And I would love to get some feedback on it. You guys let me know what y'all think. Do some people just want to see the world burn? In these conversations, I see chats and comments, and I think that this most disheartening thing is comments that you see in regards to the relationships of black men and black women. Most recent, what come to mind is the Jenny Ma and Jeezy's divorce, and my wife was kind of looking through the latest to dos and what goes on with that. And she, was alluding to the comments and was saying that some of the comments were very insensitive, to say the least. And it starts, again, the question, and me thinking about a question: do some people just don't like the opposite sex? Do some men don't like women? Some women don't like men. Yeah, they will tolerate them to have sex with them. They will tolerate their presence in order to get out of them what they need, but do they really like them? And I thought that this conversation, this whole man spear versus women spear, I thought it all started from the position of wanting to be together. But there were things that, each side didn't agree with, and that stopped us from being together. But overall, the object, the goal was for black men and black women to be together and make that as feasible as possible. But like I said, for me, it just seems like some people don't want this to happen. And they, go around spreading fires, pouring gasoline on fires, and then wonder why the community, why the forest, why the town is burning down. It's perplexing for me personally. I would love to know what you guys think. I see so many people that come in the chat and spew negative comments, try to push negative narratives. No sensitivity at all. Some of them I've never even seen, have been behind a camera. And one person would say, why does this affect you? Why does this bother you? what they say shouldn't mean anything to you. Yeah, on the surface, but again, this is how narratives become narratives. When we ignore the negative comments, the obvious lies, the obvious slights, the obvious sign language, these things can become narrative. Other people can take these things, adopt them, run with them, which again leads me back to the ultimate question. Do some people just want to see the world burn? Do some people not want us to exist in harmony together as men and women? I want to play a video clip for y'all to listen to, and we're going to continue the conversation. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear this. Amanize, if you're still in the chat, baby girl. I'm going to play a video, and I want you to let me know if you guys can hear me.
Would you rather be stuck in a forest with a man or a bear?
Probably a bear, because I detest men. I'm a misandrist. It's how I am. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what we're going to do about that. But yeah, a bear.
Did you guys hear that? That's the latest, internet gasoline to be poured on the fire that is men and women. And it's, if you had to be trapped in the forest, which would you pick, a man or a bear? And you heard that young lady's response. She said immediately, I love her honesty. She said, I'm a misandrist. I don't like men. I detest men, was the word that she used. So I picked the bear. I don't like men. And again, I appreciate that honesty. But how many women identify, how many women feel like that? I don't like men. I detest them. Yeah, I might use one to get a nut every once in a while or to pay for my dinner, but I don't really like them. And how many men, vice versa? All a woman could get from me is hard dick and bubble gum, and I'm fresh out of bubble gum. Listen to these things. Do these people really like the opposite sex? So again, I think it's a lot of people that pour gasoline on the fire and then ask why the village is burning. And it's very insensitive because you know what you're doing. Just like the people that they plant inside of riots. These things exist. And like I said, I thought that we all wanted our people to be together. That's how this started. Yeah, it was a little insensitive the way things were put, but attitudes can be checked. Self-correction. What you hear in the back is people shooting hoops. So I apologize for, but they having fun. But the back and forth. Shout out to Wally checking in. I see you, Alonzo Hall on the check-in. Salute, sir. Y'all see the question on the floor. Do some people just want to see the world burn? Because again, this all started from the organic love that we have for each other, but we just didn't see eye to eye on certain things, but we still ultimately wanted to be together. But now it's starting to look like something different, and I don't know if that is a coincidence. Me personally, I don't think it's a coincidence. You guys let me know what y'all think in the chat. But baby girl said I'm a misandrist. Put me with the bear. I don't like men. A lot of men say a woman ain't worth nothing but, jumping up and down on her. Is there a place for these people? Is there a pill color for them? What is the pill color for the people that don't like the opposite sex, but still coexist, still put up with, to get from them what they want? What color is that pill? What community do they have? And this is where, my thought led me to, is that this is why we haven't gotten anywhere in so much time. It feels kind of like we're running on a treadmill, because there's a lot of people intentionally deterring the conversation, deterring the solution, deterring the growth on purpose. It's disheartening. And then to hear that most people want to be in the woods with a bear. As a man, it makes me examine myself. What kind of a man am I being perceived as? But this is the question. Was the Joker right? Y'all put y'all answer in the chat. Was the Joker right? Do some people just want to see the world burn? Shout out to everybody pulling in and checking in. What y'all doing with y'all Sunday? Hope everybody is safe, relaxing and chilling out with the family and the loved ones. Do some people just want to see the world burn? Was the Joker right? Y'all put it in the chat. Shout out to Dury on the check-in. I see you. It is interesting to me, Wally, in my opinion, because again, I know that there are some people that are organic, that want to have a conversation so that it reaches the end, so we can make our summations, we can take out the vegetables, and then we can move accordingly. But I see so many conversations that get deterred, sidetracked, intentionally misguided. I see a lot of chat where people come in and drop a bomb and leave. Throw a little bit of gasoline around, see what happens. Throw a little more, see what happens. And like I said, then say, why is it on fire in here? Every time I come in here, it's on fire. Every time I come in here, it's burning. Yeah, because you're pouring gasoline. So again, I just want to know, what color pill is it? It starts with honesty. We have to be honest within the conversation and within ourselves. We have to be honest about why we're here. Why'd you start your channel? What was your intentions? What was your purpose? And until we honest to say, you know what, I do like women. I want women to be with men. I just want everybody to leave the, transaction feeling like they got what they wanted, feeling like a satisfied customer. But in this world, 2024, it's looking more like opportunity and opportunists. So y'all tell me, was the Joker right? Simple. Don't, you seen Batman. You seen what he said. Some people just want to see the world burn. You seen him, he had a stack of money. He said, I ain't steal this money because I want no damn money. I just want to fuck everybody else shit up. I just want to throw a monkey wrench in everybody else shit. I think they do. I think they do. I do as well, Harmonize. And like I said, I just want to know the space for them, because it's hard for people to differentiate when they come in the chat, push a narrative, come in the chat, spew a lie, no contest, troll. I seen a young lady trolling the other day, self-admitted. But what was more admirable was the response. A lot of the men did not respond to her obvious trolling, to all of the demeaning comments, all of the sign language. She was one of those people that is just here to pour gasoline on the fire. It's a vulture culture. God damn. Ultimately, the Joker is correct. I wouldn't disagree. Shout out to Serpent X. Hope all is well. Appreciate you checking in with me yesterday, man. Appreciate every time you come up. Anybody that joins me on the panel, I appreciate you. But this is something that sticks out in my mind because, like I said, this young lady that admitted that she is a misandrist, she doesn't like men. How many women identify with that? How many women agree with that, but are not as brave as her to let it be known? But again, for you guys, it's going to be important that, we absolutely see through these chameleons, these, imposters. I see why we outside today. It's nice out today. Peace. Absolutely, Blaze. Hope all is well. You see the question, Blaze? Do some people just want to see the world burn? And like I said, I asked that question because the conversations that I see happening, the comments, the videos, the comments to the videos, the chats, you guys know what y'all see. The back and forth. One of the topics of 23, 24, and the end of 22 was accountability.
I love accountability.
I want you guys to take a listen to this video and tell me what y'all think.
Long John, I love accountability, but I hate the way it's thrown around. Because accountability isn't something that I can just tell you, Nick, you need to be accountable.
Like, all right, I'm accountable. And then
right?
what?
And then what? And then what if all you know is how to say, I'm sorry? What if that's the extent to your capacity of accountability?
How do you actually become accountable for more than just saying, I'm sorry, or yeah, I'm guilty, or I did that? Where does the real repentance occur?
I love that. Accountability isn't just, I'm sorry, it's a plan of action to shift or pivot in a different way next time around. So really, I don't need an apology from you for you to be accountable. So you can be accountable on your own without saying, I'm sorry, right? Because accountability shows up in our next engagement where we encounter the same circumstance. I see you do a different action. That's accountability.
Don't repeat the same offense.
That's accountability. I love accountability, but
What you guys think? And again, that's just one of the examples that I notice personally when it comes to just having a conversation about being a better person, getting to growth, being more conscious, being more aware. The word accountability comes up, but that's when it stops. That's when the Joker's minions come out and just start burning the world to say that nobody can hold nobody accountable for anything. That's preposterous. Like I said, maybe the wording might be insensitive. Maybe it should be just called pointing something out. Maybe it shouldn't be called holding accountable. Maybe it should be called pointing something out. I'm pointing something out to you. If you want to, internalize, lean with it, and rock with it, that's on you. If you want to ignore it and continue the same behavior, that's on you as well. But what did she say? Accountability ain't something that I could see right now. And this is exactly the card that y'all try to play. Oh, accountability. All right, you held me accountable. What now? The fuck is you even talking about, partner? This is for the next time I see you. What corrections did you make? Did you go home and internalize and say, you know what, man? You know what? Let me humble myself. That's the thing. Y'all not humble. That's why everybody is an opportunist trying to get something out of the transaction, something equal or greater than what they put in. But again, be mindful of the Joker's minions. They out here. Honestly, if you spend hours and hours every day ranting and raving about the opposite sex, do you truly hate them as much as you say? I mean, you got them living rent-free in your head. Yeah, and rent-free in my house. Absolutely. Women are a part of society, just like men are. And in the 90s, Blaze, men were held accountable. Mr. Butler alone told me, do what you need to do to survive. You got to think about your life. Are you going to go out in the street, fuck around, get killed? What you say, Mr. Butler? Or are you going to make the necessary changes? That was just one movie. One. Pick up your pants, get a job, stop going to jail. If you live at home with your mama, oh yeah, son, I'm talking to you. Trying to get with me with no money, oh no, I don't want no scrub. No romance without finance. You got to have a J-O-B if you want to be with me. I'm a material girl living in a material world. That's the 80s. Men been living rent-free in everybody's head since the beginning of time. I ain't hear nobody say, don't talk to men like that. That's a talking point. What do you mean he can't be in the passenger side of his best friend's ride trying to holler at you? What you mean? That's a talking point. Everybody around the country is saying that. Ain't nobody say that. Agreed. Accountability is an action. You could try to pawn it off on me. You could try to make me the bad guy because I pointed out that you acting like a fucking fool. Oh, what's wrong with you pointing out that he acting like a fool? He's acting like a fucking fool. You don't got the courage to say it. I do. I apologize. And that don't mean that I'm holding you prisoner. I'm putting no handcuffs on you so I could keep you right here next to me. First of all, I don't want your foolish ass near me anyway. That's why I'm pointing it out. Most of the go along, get along people that be around you probably don't. And that's why, you know, I stick out so much. But I'm not going along to get along with that bullshit. Never have, never will. It's bullshit. And it stops the conversation and the accountability. That's the biggest one. Think about how many more conversations get stopped with bullshit rhetoric. Well, what do this mean? Well, what do that mean? Well, some, not all, and that. Are you serious? You serious? Dury is from where you from, Dury? Blaze is from where you from, Blaze? Amanize is from where you from? I'm from New York City. We ain't all from the same place. We all see the same shit. Red Lipstick Vibes, where you from? Talking points, right? It's talking points when all of the men come from different parts of the world and say the same shit, but it's a talking point. No, I'm the person that say, if everybody's saying it, it ain't no fucking talking point. That's like saying a stereotype is a talking point. Nah, that shit come from some truth. That shit comes from some truth. Yeah, it's insensitive. Yeah, it's hard to hear, maybe a little bit harder to swallow, but god damn it, y'all do like sneakers. God damn it, y'all are good at math. God damn it, y'all do put 50 in the car and 40 in the house. Shit, might come from a little bit of truth. So be mindful of the Joker's minions, man, because they running around. They will stop the conversation quick. Instead of just being a grown-up, seeing what part you played in the situation and then governing yourself accordingly. What's wrong with that? How is everybody else's fault but you? I wish I could go to the gym and say, it's the ref fault. It's the backboard fault. It was the rim fault. It was too loose. It was the floor fault. They didn't sweep the hardwood enough. It was the other team's fault. They had one player that I didn't know he was going to have a good game today. He don't never have a good game. I was supposed to know he was going to have a good game today out of all day. Yes. Yes, motherfucker. This is the shit that really perplexes me. How many sports people do we have in these spaces that say, I play sports. I went to school and I played for this and I played for that. How the fuck you don't know about situational awareness? Now the shit ain't a thing no more. Emotional intelligence. It's not a thing. Nah, this shit ain't no thing no more. Oh man, this is just talking points. And we say everybody gotta have emotional intelligence. Yeah, you should. You fucking should. What a coincidence we get to 2024 now. If you bring the word up, it's a fucking problem. Situational awareness. You had it on the football field. You had it on the cheerleading field, court. Had it on the basketball court, had it on the tennis court. How you lose it when you get a family? You get some people, you regenerated people, and now you forget all of the important conscious shit that you say you knew before. Everybody went to college. Everybody was in that seminar. Look to your left, look to your right. 2 of these people ain't gonna be here at graduation. Y'all remember that? Because I remember that. I was there. Shout out to Sarah. That's Sarah pulling in. She was there. I was with Sarah in college. Same seminar. Look to your left, look to your right. Same college you have speech class in. Speech class. Where the onus is on who to deliver the message. Who's the onus on? The speaker. They don't get it, repackage it, give it out another way. Only in 2024, it's the listener, it's the speaker, it's the listener and a half. It's the mother of the speaker, it's the mother of the listener. Are y'all serious? Excuses to stop the conversation from going forward, from you saying, you know what, I can do some self-correction, I can do some reflection. I can. All of us can. But everybody went to college, everybody got a degree, but don't know who the responsibility on is to relay a message. Should the message line up with the messenger? All of this juvenile shit. The Joker and his minions. Some people just want to see the world burn. She from North Click. North Click in the hit house. If it looks like a duck, and it walks like a duck, and it quacks like a goddamn duck, ain't no way it ain't no goddamn duck. I agree. If you have 10 different people from 10 different walks of life living across the country, one from one another, and all of them have the same exact answers, then there's a lot of truth there. A mature, logical thinker would absolutely think like that. But how coincidental that this becomes the back and forth, the point of contention. This is where conversations stop. All of these are just the ones that's coming to mind. And all I see is what the Joker said. Some people just want to see the world burn. I ain't seen no hyenas in my chat in a minute. They used to come in and throw a shot and leave. Black men this, black men that. But you got to tell them, yeah, no, I leave my house. Yeah, no, I'm emotional intelligent. Yeah, drizzle. You're going to have to reciprocate. You may have to spend a couple of dollars, and it shouldn't be a fucking problem to spend some money. What none of us have. None of us have it. You could tell them you got it, but 1% of the country controls all of the wealth. So if it's a problem, if I'm sassy, if I'm spicy because I require reciprocation, and again, this is how we speak in so absolute, and everything is one thing or the other. If he needs you to spend, he needs you to spend money on him. So you got to open the door for him too. Do you have to take out the garbage for him too? So juvenile, name calling. Juvenile, sign language, juvenile, Joker's minions to stop the conversation from going forward. And how many people adopt this? Forget the people who do it. Think about the people who adopt the same goddamn rhetoric, mannerisms, characteristics. I hear the shit regurgitated by men, women, starts to get nauseating. I said it from the first day I came in here. I'm going to continue to say it. This shit looks like my high school lunchroom. I went to Martin Luther King High School in New York City, the first school in New York to get metal detectors. And it looks just like it. Hey, girl, what's up, cuteness?
Y'all listening?
It looks just like it. A fucking fashion contest, fucking popularity contest. Everybody at the popular table till the popular table ain't the popular table no more. And then they back over at the other, playing spades, cutting up, fighting, going back and forth, doxing, talking about each other on a Friday. It's the only place. The Joker's minions. The young people, Joker's minions. I love y'all. Alexander X, the mature, harmonized, the mature, the far and few between. I love y'all. But those other young people, let me show y'all how they joke as minions. They try to make fun of me because I'm 50 years old. 50. July 11th, I will be 50. Just had a colonoscopy a few weeks ago. They make fun of me. You on the computer. Motherfucker, I'm 50. I'm supposed to be in the house on the computer, raising my family, being tranquil. Your ass is 25. You should be outside, dating, having fun, living. Your ass is on the computer more than me. You know about more spaces. You're known in more spaces. Everybody knows you. You 20-something. Take your young ass outside, stupid. And stop making fun of me because I didn't die. Do you know the streets wanted me dead by 16? Aspired for me to be dead by 18. Wanted to put me in a jail. You know that? I'm from Bed-Stuy, 50 years old. A lot of niggas ain't got here. My best friend got shot 17 times when I was 16 on my birthday. I had to go tell his mama that he wasn't going to be here no more. I'm still out here. You're not going to be able to make me feel bad for continuing to live. Getting old mean you didn't die. So again, this is Joker's minions to me. All I see is people that's pouring gasoline on the fire and then say, why is it always burning in here? Those are the ones I love. Oh, y'all are always talking about the same thing. Y'all are always... Think about it in your mind. Think in your mind, how many people come up just to tell us we're wrong? Not me per se, because Red Lipstick Vibes, Critically Drinking, Ricky TWT. I was on Fatty maybe 2 months ago. Shout out to him. But you don't see me. Again, I'm a man and I know I can limit my access. And you telling me I'm supposed to put up with an excuse that a woman don't know that she can limit her access. If she don't want to be around bullshit, she can limit her access. Nah, I limit my access. You won't see me nowhere that sells U.S. Polo Association. You won't. They don't get my presence. That's conscious. I'll tell you in a minute. But again, is that a bad thing? Should I have been shopping at the thrift store my entire life? Getting U.S. Polo Association? Wearing Zappa shoes? And what kind of wife might I pick? Would I pick the secondhand wife? Somebody off the goddamn value rack? No. Because I wanted a polo wife too. And she is absolutely Ralph Lauren, made from quality. I don't care if you got on Brooks Brothers, if you got on Versace, if you got on Gucci, you know who the fuck Ralph Lauren is. Everybody know who Ralph Lauren is. And that ain't no shade on nobody that shop at the thrift store, because I think that you could find quality at the thrift store. I get a couple of polo button downs from the thrift store, but I know how to look for them. I'm not settling for nothing less. Takes consciousness, savvy, a keen eye, knowing value, knowing how to pick value, being a good judge of character. All of these things come into place. So you could blame it on whatever the fuck you want. You're just the Joker's minion. You're just pouring gasoline. And again, the reason why it stands out to me is because of the people that adopt it. The people that take the shit like a baton and run with it. Yeah, it's talking points. Yeah. You can't hold nobody accountable. Yeah. Maybe your punk ass can't come around me acting crazy, electronically or in real life. I'm going to point it out. Now, if we got to get the room to shaking and all of that, you think I'm scared? You think I ain't never been in nothing? Just because I say I wasn't no gangster, that don't mean I didn't live in Bed-Stuy. That don't mean I ain't had to fight. That don't mean if you beat a nigga up on Monday, you had to beat him up on Tuesday, and you had to beat him up on Wednesday. One time don't make you no shooter. Y'all know how I get down over here. Shout out to Travel One. I see you on the check-in. She said, peace. Travel One, are some people jokers, minions? Do some people just want to see the world burn? You guys seen Batman. He said some people ain't in it for money. Alfred told him too. Alfred had to make it clear for him. Like, yo, listen, man, I was in Cambodia. Yeah, we was getting down. Some people don't want money. Some people don't want fame. Some people don't want notoriety. Some people just want the world to burn. So they pour a little bit of gasoline and see what kind of effect it has. And then they pour a little bit more and see what kind. Let me sit back. Let me see. Did that do it? And they pour a little more gasoline. But they just want to see the world burn. And you gotta recognize that. Gotta be able to, see it for what it's worth, use it, and keep moving. What you guys think? Am I way off? See what we doing in the chat. We worked hard to get here. Y'all gotta pay y'all dues like the rest of us. I mean, getting old is a blessing. 50 is older, but in no way is that old. Still got a lot more living left to do. I hope so. From your mouth to Allah's ears, my brother. Alhamdulillah. But a lot of things that I hear is absolutely spot on. I see Time in the building was popping, my guy. Hope all is well. Hope everybody is enjoying a Sunday. My sister Mona D pulling in. Alexander X on the check-in. Hope everybody's doing well and enjoying a Sunday. And I'm just, having a conversation about this question I got on the title and in the description. Was the Joker right? The Joker was right, ? That's another thing that we get made fun of. Just our allegiance to cartoons, to Funko Pop, to being dedicated to things. Why is that offensive? Why that a black man can gravitate to a cartoon is that something that could be made fun of? Comic books, Funko Pop. Shout out to my guy Hink. He collects the Funko Pops. I got a few, not a lot. It's not my, dedication. But I have a few, and that's what I see. I see the dedication. I see fellas being able to stick to something. Why is that something to be made fun of? There are many lazy thinkers. They let someone else do it for them. You are not lying, Travel One. I had a show yesterday. I asked, do big booties and big boobies equal a blessing? And one of my brothers chimed in and said he liked Left Eye. That was his crush, but he was shamed for it by black men. Black men. He might switch over to BBWs, shamed for it by black men. And again, okay, that shouldn't stop us from liking what we like. But sometimes popular consensus, pop culture, and like you just said, someone else's thought, we can Stockholm syndrome. We can adopt it. We can make it our own. And that's what I see. Because when I came here, when a lot of men came here, they said, we love women. We admire them. We adore them. And I still do to this day. But there are some corrections that they need to make. That shouldn't have been a problem, but it was. My crush was Vanity. Vanity 6. I played her yesterday, man. Sheila E. It was a progression. And again, I have nothing against, a nice, thick shawty. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate y'all. But I'm not going to pass up an amazing woman because she's not aesthetically what everybody else says I'm supposed to have. And I think it's that, being easily influenced that we all need to work on. So I appreciate that comment, Travel One. Yeah, mine's was Lisa Bonet. Mine's was Emile LaRue. Aaliyah, of course. Like, I had a type. And I wasn't going to let somebody sway. Yeah, I had a couple of big girls that went a certain way. But I wasn't going to let that sway me from who I am. And this is the things that I talk about on my channel. Fellas, bring your foundation. Love yourself, black man. All of these things, it absolutely starts with you. But at the same time, I'm a black man living in this world, 50 years old. I seen some things. I ain't never been in the military. I ain't never got no inheritance. I ain't never got no lawsuit. And I haven't worked for the city. I'm not a police officer or a bus driver or nothing, but I was able to do all right. So I kind of take a certain credence in being 50 and coming from the sty and being a healthy, positive role model for my family. A lot of men weren't able to do that where I'm from. And inside of all of that, I can say unapologetically and unequivocally, I see people that just want to see the world burn. I'm not one of them. I don't agree with it, but I see it. If 80% of black women are overweight, then that makes sense. I just want to know, how do we get to a point where honesty prevails? We have to start being honest. If you like women, if you like men, please don't be ashamed to say so. Don't be shy to give them the compliments, the kudos that they deserve. I salute all of the lionesses. I appreciate y'all. I can't put it into words how much I appreciate the way that you guys articulate your points, have your points of view, and, stand on your foundation, no matter what kind of pushback, what kind of salute to y'all. Shout out to my sister, Lipstick Vibes. She said, start being honest with yourself. I mean, it sounds cliche, sis. You're gonna hear it on pretty much everybody's stream, but at the same time, just like everything else, it stems from some truthness. And if you're not able to say, listen, I don't like women, I'm gonna be honest with you, I like to have sex with them, and I will put up with their company in order to get out of them what I want, we need to know that. If you don't like men, if you're a misandrist, but you're willing to put up with them to get what you need, we need to know that. Because I don't know if there's a pill color for them. I don't know if there's a space for women and men that hate other women and men, but they still like to have sex with them. They still like to interact with them and maybe get dinner and a movie. But after that, they really don't speak for them, don't speak kindly about them, don't speak kindly to them. I think these people need to be known, especially in this time of, everybody's different. What different are you? Do you care about men? Do you really like men? Or are you one of those women that just don't like men? You're just here to say bad things about men, spread lies about men, push narratives about men, and vice versa on the women's side. Are you one of those people? I ain't got nothing for women but hard dick and bubblegum, and I'm fresh out of bubblegum. Sir. Sir? Kelly Rowland so fine. She blow my mind. Howard Johnson sings so fine. Come on now. 50 years old, married with children, and living in peace. How is it that not a win worth celebrating? Nope, it's not. They say Mrs. Harris has been putting up with me for 26 years. She's been putting up with a man. I could wash clothes, I could cook. Y'all see me in the kitchen on my stream. I used to do tile. I could kind of help you build your whole house. But I stopped doing that because I thought that was going to be taxing on my body. So I went back to school, got another degree, then went back into the work field, and now I work for banks, 3 different credit unions. So now I sit down at a desk, I work with my brain. So I can work with my hands, but I can work with my brain too. And I knew getting older, Hopefully I'm gonna get older. Hopefully that I wouldn't want to be able to be, on my knees, bending my back, carrying the heavy cement, carrying the tiles, the thin set, the grout. It was taxing on a young body. So I switched over. But no, some people would say she's been putting up with me. I try to be emotionally aware and intelligent and ask her what she needs. I don't treat her like I want to be treated. I ask her how she want to be treated. I actually say, Mrs. Harris, is there anything that I could do for you better as a husband, as a friend, as a partner? Is there anything I could do for you? And I don't do that in the kitchen. I do that out. I take her in an atmosphere where it's pleasant and pleasing and, attractive to the eye. And I want to know, what can I do better? I sit the kids down and I ask them, what can I do better? They tore into our ass one weekend. But it's a real consciousness that I move with because I know a lot of people don't give a damn. They selfish. They treat people how they want to be treated. Wait, but you, and I'm me. What if I don't want to be treated the way you want to be treated? But that's what I do. That's what it say. The good books say that. Treat people how you want to be treated. I'm not you. Ask me how I want to be treated. And then treat me accordingly. Drizzle, drizzle. Drizzle, drizzle been around, y'all. Do y'all remember Lottie Dottie by Slick Rick? I put it on my stories the other day. Think about Lottie Dottie by Slick Rick. He said, I put my soap on my face and my hand on the cup. I said, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the top choice of them all? It was a rumble dumble. 5 minutes it lasted. The mirror said, you are, you drizzle, drizzle bastard. Right? That's true. That's why we never have no beef. So then he washed off the soap and he brushed his gold teeth. He used oil of Olay so his skin don't pale. And then he got the shine for his fingernails. True to the 9/10 on his behalf, he put the bubbles in the tub so he could have what? Drizzle, drizzle. A man caring about himself, a man requiring reciprocation. Look at where we are. That's called drizzle, drizzle. And people make fun of it. Men. Yeah, look at them niggas. Sorry, Dr. Nkumbe. Look at them dudes. They talking about drizzle, drizzle. What? You want her to cock your legs open too? Wow, sir. That's a man. Damn. Brotherhood down bad. You can't care about yourself. You spicy, you zesty. Everybody loves zesty Italian. Who don't love zesty Italian? Who don't love zesty Italian? You like regular Italian better than zesty Italian? But no, we zesty, we spicy. Look at sis, they lost it over that. Yeah, they lost it. Like it's new. Like a man caring about himself, a man requiring you to do some shit. But they don't notice that the sprinkle girl just want to see the world burn. Some people just want to see the world burn. So, I could be way off, but this is what I wanted to touch on today, man. I appreciate each and every last one of y'all for tuning in and checking in with me. I'm going to do this periodically. But you guys let me know, was I way off? Was the Joker way off? But please notice the people that organically want people to be together, that want family, that want community. There is no community, right? There's no community. There's so many different talking points that we can bring up, right? There's no community. Sojourner Truth, Stokely Carmichael, Martin Luther King. None of those people don't give a fuck about what we do with our lives now. The things that they went through the less that they had to work with, that means nothing anymore, right? There's no community, there's no villages, no one should care. We should stick our head in the sand like ostriches and just ignore it all because it's not us. But if they come for red lipstick vibes and I don't say nothing because she's in Louisiana, right? And then they come for Sarah McDuffie, but I'm not upstate right now, so and then one day they come for me. And I look to my left like, where the hell? I need somebody to help me. Where's sis? Damn, she got took. Where's Sarah? Damn, she got took. I'm sorry, we will not sit by idly and watch self-destruction. You're headed for self-destruction coming from where we come from. That's what I got, man. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. The missus will be on later at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for a dope episode of Shame Sunday. She's talking about liars. So hopefully, if you guys got some time, check her out. Say what? Putting up with you. What the hell are these people on? Insensitivity. And again, Blaze, you know, I know sometimes it's deliberate. Some of the things are just to spark the nerve, to trigger you, quote unquote, and all of the rest of the things. But like I said, if we, you know, ignore it, sometimes these things become, you know, information. Then the information gets turned into a narrative. And then the narrative gets turned into an advertisement. And now you have people who've never been through the experience. They'll still articulate it and proclaim it and ask them, you ever been through that? Well, no. That's how it becomes like that. So yeah, a lot of people, you know, Princella specifically, but again, she speaks to thousands and thousands. And she says, you show me somebody that's been married for 20 years, and I'll show you a woman that's been putting up with a horrible man for 20 years. Being married and all of that shit ain't no badge of honor.
And then what?
And again, how many women have adopted that rhetoric? Oh, you married? So fucking what? Oh, show me your husband and I'll tell you how many times he cheat. Just all the things to deter. It's a thing. There is a community. If it wasn't, then none of you guys wouldn't do any of the things that contribute to creating change within the community. People just don't want to be a part of it. Understandable. And we can respect that. But again, when you try to deter someone else from having a positive mindset, from joining a village, from thinking about a community, even accepting the idea of it, how many new people come into this space daily? They're on the fence. They don't have as much information as others. There are a lot of latchkey kids. People say there's no TV anymore, but YouTube is the new TV. So the latchkey, the impressionable, they're coming here to get the information. And when everyone is not at least honest so that they can make an assessment to say, all right, this person said they don't like women and what he says is in line with it. So maybe I can listen to what he's saying, but I'm going to take what I need, throw away what I don't. But when you know, again, Stockholm syndrome, the mentality of America, of the Caucasians, how many Caucasians you know hate black people, but married to a black person and will tell you in a heartbeat, I'm married to a black person. Yeah, you love him, you love her, but you don't love everybody else. Same mentality, adopt it. Yeah, my daddy I got a daddy. He'd do anything for me. I'm daddy's little girl. I got a husband. Yeah, men ain't shit. Yeah, men are useless. Men are only good for, sex and silence and the sandwich. Give him a sandwich, girl, and fuck him. He definitely gonna climax. You not gonna climax. Listen to the rhetoric. Because I hear it. I'm not gonna be naive and act like I don't hear it. And I'm not ashamed to say something about it. And I'm not shy, and I'm not naive, and I'm not a pushover, and I'm not a go along to get alonger. Why am I up here talking about women? That's another one. I could talk about whatever I want. Especially in the world that everybody's different. It depends, and you got to consider everybody. Oh, but the minute that a man starts talking about a woman, now it's to be discredited. No. Don't we have minion over all things? So again, just another tactic, another ploy to try to stop a conversation that started 3 years ago. It's like you're running on a treadmill. That's deplorable. Misery loves company. It's a cliche, right? People would say that's a cliche. People say it every day. People say it in every circle. You could go on everybody's stream and they're going to say it. And the chat is going to agree. So, I feel free to let me know if I'm way off. I could be way off. Everybody could want this harmonious utopia. Maybe I'm off. But from what I see, the comments in videos, the comments in chats, just the comments alone, going at each other, hard, merciless. The missus was reading the comments on Jenny Ma and Jeezy. Well, he went over there. Ladies, what time the barbecue start? Ladies, who will protect you? Have a seat. Not our business. So, y'all know my answer. I say it every week on the end of my show. Do something good for somebody other than yourself. That's where it starts. You know how many posts I see? The universe is in such a giving spirit. The man at work bought me lunch today. The car in front of me paid for my coffee. Y'all know my comment, right? Did you pay for the car in back of you? No. The universe, everybody participates in the universe. Shout out to Green Beans on the check. What's poppin'? Hope all is well. Right, sis. It's called pay it forward. No. It's the universe is in a given mood today. My workout, I can't wait for the spring. I am so ready. I, me, me, I, me, I. Jokers, minions. Selfish people, jokers, minions. Do something good for somebody other than yourself, party people. I appreciate y'all. Enjoy y'all Sunday, man. Peace to the gods and the earths.